Hey guys, it's Will, and I am back with another sketchbook tour. I'm actually pretty happy to show you guys this sketchbook, just because, well, I'm not going to say that I've been working on it for a long time, because I did take a long break, but it's a sketchbook that I think has a lot of stuff in it that I was working on in terms of trying to get back into doing. So, yeah, this sketchbook is a Rendr Sketchbook, but I had commissioned it from Twisted Disaster, who is an artist here on YouTube, and I will link her down in the description below, as per usual. And I really love her work. I really think that she's a fantastic person, and I highly recommend watching her stuff and checking out her videos. She does really hard work, and, you know, I'm very happy to know her. But yeah, so this is, I'm not actually sure how many pages it is. I might have written it down, but I don't know off the top of my head. But I decorated the front with stickers and the note that she sent me. And let's see. It is 38 sheets and 76 pages. And because it is Rendr paper, it actually doesn't, the marker doesn't bleed through it. And this was one of the first Rendr sketchbooks I had that was a nice size and a decent amount, a decent size for me, because some of the other Rendr sketchbooks are a little bit too small if I buy them just brand-wise instead of, you know, getting the pad or having a commissioned sketchbook for the size. So, oh, I actually forgot to go back to these. This was an ACO that that Mitchie included, and I thought it was super cute, and she sent me these. So I decided that I would draw some matching ones to go with the one on the top to make for a nice front page. And then I drew Tetsu, because Tetsu is an adorable, adorable character. I love her design. So I started this off with stuff from Mitchie, because I thought it was fun. And then I have this sketch of well, it's not a sketch. I have this piece of Marshall for a spell campaign, which is kind of like if you mix Dungeons & Dragons and Scrabble. And he was a half-alien grasshopper thing. This was an attempt at mermaid. I kind of just went bleh on this one, but in the beginning drawings, I was actually trying really hard to use this sketchbook to the best of its ability, or so I thought, and do a lot of finished pieces in it, because I was under the original sort of concept of, well, this is a sketchbook that has valuable paper in it, so I should treat it special. And this is a little comic from Neolands, and some more tabletop stuff for Sin Eater. This is actually War Machine as a Geist, which was fun to play around with. And then my character Trip. But this is actually around the time where I took a break from this sketchbook. You can see it jumps from May 27th to June 4th. And then I took a break from here to do Goretober. So, oh, I probably should have said gore warning. I will put that in the description above, because I did finish Goretober late. Oh, this is not Goretober. This is another tabletop thing. But you can also see a jump to September. This is where Goretober starts. My goal for Goretober... I cannot talk. I'm sorry. My goal for Goretober was to get it done within the year. As in, like, before January. I don't think I met that goal, but I did finish it, which is the first time I actually finished Goretober. I didn't do a prompt list. I kind of did a prompt list, but I made my own prompt list. I didn't do an official prompt list. And I just tried to finish with a inked doodle or a lined and slightly colored doodle for every prompt. You can kind of see this is where I started losing it, because this is the 18th, this is the 18th, these are the 26th, etc., etc. So, this one I did in December. This one was from Neolands, so that one was fun to do. I actually like that one a lot. But I did finish it in December. It was just like, I wanted to finish the challenge, not necessarily because I wanted everything good out of it. And while I do like some of the pieces, not all of them are my best, but I do feel happy that I just got through it, because I haven't done that before. And this is when I decided that even though this was a sketchbook that I considered special, and I liked, I liked the paper in it, and it was valuable paper, I shouldn't really be treating it like it's a sketchbook that I can't make mistakes in, because for me, that just leads to me not using the sketchbook, hence the big gap in, everything that I was doing for it. So, I purposely ruined this page. Well, I purposely just scribbled on this page with a brush pen and Sharpie, and just basically decided to go whatever, and I just made it into the messiest page I possibly could, with post-its and scribbles everywhere, and there's just stuff to future me about this, because it's what are you gonna do about it now? The sketchbook is ruined. And that really freed me up in terms of getting into my own mindset, because now that this page was there, it wasn't gonna be a perfect looking sketchbook anymore, which I didn't want to limit myself with that, just because I felt like I wasn't actually working in this sketchbook that I really liked, because it had really cool paper and I enjoy it, but I wasn't doing what I enjoyed with it. So what's the point of having a sketchbook if I don't actually use it, So I actually started going back to doing some sketching. There's a lot of sketching here. This is a drawing of Esme and Yver. This was an art trade sketch page. I designed Esme's new coat, and you can see here that I did a lot more experimentation stuff, and I didn't worry so much about trying to get things perfect. Instead, I did some style stuff. I did some more studies. I did character development stuff. I tried to fill the page more and not worry so much about how it might look and how messy it might be, because honestly, my best sketchbook pages are just the ones that I just draw all over and put a bunch of new stuff on it. Like this page, I'm really, really happy with this page. This is probably one of my favorite pages in the sketchbook. And really, I think once I got to this point, I realized what I was missing out on, and I felt a lot better with it. I also really like this border thing. This is actually from a sticker or something, like a Disney sticker, and I had this border remaining from the sticker because the sticker was rounded corners or something, and so I just used this border as a thing to just slap onto one of my drawings, and it was pretty cool. This one's the other page that I really liked from the sketchbook, and it's just a bunch of tabletop stuff and another sticker frame, and I put just a bunch of stuff on this page and didn't really care about how it looked aesthetically as much as just, making it look nice to myself, which I guess is how it looks aesthetically, but I didn't try to make it look like a clean piece. And I have some more studies in here, some more character design stuff for Esme, some doodles of my antagonist Antonio, some fan art of Eliza that I was commissioned for, some more post-it stuff. I tried to draw an anthro bird that belongs to my friend. I didn't really do very well, but I tried. I designed a costume for Sandoval. Some more tabletop stuff, some more studies. I think this is Lele Pons, and then I just put her in a random dress that I found online. I think this dress might actually belong to Poppy or something. Some more foot studies. These pages I really like. So it was more just doodling various things. So I tried to do teeth, I tried to do body study, I tried to do feet, and I screwed up, so I just crossed it out, which is a technique that I'm trying sometimes. Apparently, there are some people I saw on YouTube who, I don't actually remember their username, unfortunately, but sometimes when they just screw something up, they just cross it out, so it's just mentally out of their mind. I drew some hair studies that I studied from Danica Sill's work, and some scar studies that were also from Danica Sill's work. Some more just random doodles. Some word stuff. because I want to play with my lettering. I redrew an OC of mine named Garth, who I adopted from a friend of mine. And some Dativo, and that's Dativo, that's not Levi. I did a Sharpie sketch where I just drew everything with a Sharpie and then put black Sharpie on top. I actually kind of like how this turned out. It's not the best thing in the world, but I think it has a shape to it that I don't normally capture. Some more sketches. This was a weird dream I had. Some doodles of Luke. This one I was trying to do some stuff with highlights and shading where the highlights are all white and the shading has the color of the picture. I don't really know how I like it, but I think it turned out in an interesting way. Some Sandoval sketches, knife studies, more gestures. This was just abstract stuff that I was trying to just practice while I watched some Peter draw videos, just because I could use some like lining practice, some more outfit stuff. And then a picture of my OC Alarico as a fairy, as a unseelie fairy. I realize that this isn't like the biggest sketchbook tour, mostly because I don't really have much unique to say about the actual pieces themselves. I feel like a lot of this is just stuff that I've already like talked about, which is just character design stuff, and I don't really need to go over it multiple times. But then again, I've been in a bit of a funk recently, so maybe that's why, but I really, really like this sketchbook, and honestly, it's one of my favorites, even if I was feeling kind of bleh around the middle of it when I just, like, left it aside because I wanted to feel like it was special. And it is special, and it's not special because I made everything in it absolutely beautiful. And I think that's the thing that I'm most proud of with this, is that, like, I'm really happy with it because I made it more like what I'm used to doing, and I used it to help get myself through a bit of a funk drawing-wise. Even though it's not how most people would probably use a Rendr sketchbook, just because it might be considered like a waste of paper. But in my opinion, I wasn't using it as often as I should have because I was afraid of wasting that paper, so if I wasn't using it, then that's really a waste of paper. But that's just how I see it. But yeah, that is the end of this video. I apologize, it's a little bit shorter than some of my longer tours. But yeah, I've been in a bit of a wibbly area currently. I got a new job, so I've been a little bit drained. My brain's a little bit all over the place. So I apologize, but as per usual, I will link anyone I have mentioned down in the description below. If you want to support me, I do have a Patreon where you can get my daily sketch dumps before they go up on either on any of my social media or on YouTube as my sketchbook tours. And yeah, thank you guys all for the support. Bye!